What's up, peoples? How you doing? Oh yes, we are into the music. Let me tell you something. Music is the soundtrack to life, and we have an amazing vocalist, artist, recording artist. I mean, music. Just That's it. All right, and it's Lady Miz. She's on the show today. What's up, girlfriend? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? I'm great.
I'm doing good, girl. How you doing, girl? It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me on your show. I appreciate that.
Anytime, anytime. So tell us about yourself. How did you get into the music career?
So I started rapping and actually writing my own songs around the age of 11. And once I started writing, I just kind of like took it from there. But what made me write my first song, I was on punishment, listening to Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick, and I was writing their lyrics down. So I was like, wait a minute, I think I could, maybe say it like this or say it like that. So I started to write my own lyrics and then I would rap over theirs so that I could kind of like hear myself. Then I started recording myself with the tape. The tape decks, because I'm from the old school, you know what I'm saying? So I started recording myself on the tape decks and all of that. And I just it just came to me. It was just like something that naturally just came out of me. So that was at 11 years old. And then from there, I started to, record, do stuff with other people, but I was still very young, didn't understand anything about the business aspect of nothing. I just wanted to hear myself. I wanted to rap and kind of like be on the block with the guys and in a cipher rapping and things like that. So that's how that started. Now, as time went on, I had a manager, and then I didn't have a manager, but again, I was in and out of doing music. It was never something that I was 100% doing on my own and taking that serious. It was just like, oh, I like that I'm getting this attention and I rap and I love just the music and all of that. So that's kind of like where it was. Then as time went on, I started to get more serious about it. Now we're talking about like in my early 20s, right? I started to get more serious, and then I started to really push myself out there. But then I got pregnant, and then I had to make a decision because I started. What I started to learn was it takes a lot if you really want to put yourself out there as an artist, especially kind of like back then. It's a lot of work, so you really had to be out there hustling. I'm talking about pop the trunk, sell the CDs. It wasn't as easy as it is now when you're talking about digital and social media and all of that stuff. Times were a bit different. So what happened is I had to make a choice. My choice was to focus on my family and my kids. So that's what I did. And then I was not even thinking about even doing music again after that until somebody asked me, hey, you should get back into it. And it wasn't like hard to convince me to do that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it because I knew that there was a void anyway. And at that time when I wasn't doing music, I decided to write because I needed to find a way to release. So I was writing, and I said, you know what? I'm going to turn this into a book. Now I don't have it on me, but this is the name of my book. It's called Broken Then Healed. That's
Oh,
my first
sweet.
book that I wrote. And that I when I wrote that book, I said, you know what? This is a learning experience, but I feel good writing again. So then I started doing music, and then that's when I realized I need to know the business part because I don't really like the way things is looking and things is not the same. And I'm realizing that, there's a lot of stuff that I need to know as an adult because now that I'm not a teenager and I'm not a child, and my eyes is open to a lot of other things because I still have other businesses going on. It made me question a lot of other stuff. So, what does that mean? That means that I got my own publishing company. I started my own publishing company. I started my own podcast. I started my own publishing for books and for music. So, then I started to learn more about the distribution, about the Harry Fox, the Sound Exchange, Sound Scan, all of these different things that make artists get paid and what it is to own your publishing and how do you get all of your money, et cetera, right? So that is as far as that goes, that's the music. But what a lot of people do not know is that that is just a small thing of what I do. I know I'm here to promote riding. Definitely riding is on all streaming platforms. Y'all can go check it out. This is my Get Sexy song for adults only, right? And that's also shocking to those who may know me from before because they know me as a conscious rapper, right? Which I still am, but I'm very versatile. So you're gonna hear different things from me. But overall, like I said, I'm an author. You know, I'm a businesswoman. I have my own potato chips, Boss Move chips. These are Ladi Miz chips. You see what I'm saying? So I have different things going on, and I have my podcast From the Ground Up Productions, and I also do like mentoring and coaching and hosting. So I do so much, and music is just a part of what I do. I said a mouthful. I'm gonna shut up now.
Girl, what you did, you didn't. I gotta leave now.
Well, now we can touch every little topic. Now, see, I can put it out there.
Yo, my mind is going like, potato chips. Oh, girl got potato. I ain't got. Okay. I need my own thing too now. But it's so good to hear that you are doing this, and now that you're an adult, you're doing it on the side where, hey, I want to learn how to get all of this. All of this is mine. All of this. Back in the day, they used to rob people. I mean, you know what I mean? They wouldn't pay you. They take your publishing, they reword these agreements, they be all messed up. By the time that you figured out you were missing money, they went bankrupt. Didn't have to pay you.
Nothing you could do about it.
Nothing you could do about it.
But don't even listen. Guess what? I've been presented with horrible contracts. And had I not been where I'm at mentally now today, I would have probably signed it. But because people can't listen again, and this is why I say for me, I know I got to really totally be independent because people are not going to like somebody like me with a mindset that I have, which is you can't sell me anything because I'm not starving. You understand? I know how to go get it. I know how to make it work. I know how to do what I got to do for myself. I understand the business part of stuff. So you're not going to sell me the dream because I don't care about all the fame and the glory and just to be popular. I'm like, yo, what that balance sheet look like? What does the balance sheet look like? If it don't look like something, other than that, you can't gas me up with all that stuff and think I'm assigned away just because people gonna like me. I ain't worried about that.
And if I can say something real quick, back in the day, I had a lot of different contracts presented to me too, because we're both in the music industry. So we, you sit there, and I'm sitting there, and this famous person is sitting on the other side of the desk. And they're giving me all the hoopla and the lights and the this and the that. Now, I grew up in a music family.
Okay.
I already know. I know what should be in the contract. I didn't even read the contract. He's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to the back. He goes, what do you mean? I said, miscellaneous. Because that's what the contract is.
Wow. You said
miscellaneous, baby. That is where did you know that in the miscellaneous clause, it said, and I'm not quoting word.
Uh-oh. You froze. I don't see you. I don't know if you can still see me, but okay.
All right, hold on, because we lost it. Internet went like low. Give it a couple seconds. It's going back up again. You know how it fluctuates?
Trust me, I know.
It fluctuated. Okay, we're back. Anyway, so I'm going to go back a little bit. So just in case it kind of went bad looking. Okay. So did you know, girlfriend, that the miscellaneous clause, I was like, he's like, what are you doing? I'm going back. Miscellaneous clause. He's like, okay. It said that he could change anything that he wanted to change without notifying me. I was signing a blank sheet of paper.
And
a blank.
I am not shocked. I bet you before that contract, it was all, hey, I got you. You excited? I got that. This is going to be this. It's going to be like that.
Oh, yeah.
They try to feed your ego. emotions and all of this stuff and tell you everything that you want to hear so you can make a decision off of your feelings of how you feel at that every moment, not knowing that that could be the very thing that destroys and take everything away from you and make you not even want to do it anymore.
Yep. And I didn't actually. He was surprised. I was like, miscellaneous. He was like, because he knew I knew I was doing. See, if there's no miscellaneous clause, you got to contract.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take that to your lawyer. Don't even try it, because there's wording in there that could be messed up.
And you got to be careful who your lawyer is too. A lot of people don't know.
Child. Yep.
You have to be careful of who your lawyer is, because you never know it. And
you don't know if they're in cahoots with the person that you're signing with. So they might even get a little piece of the puzzle there. But yeah, you take it to your lawyer. But if they go to the back of the contract, I'm telling you, that's what the agreement really is. And if there is no miscellaneous clause, take it to your lawyer, and a lawyer that nobody else knows, somebody, outside of the whole big spectrum of things. But goodness gracious, girl, I applaud you for just doing what you got to do. The potato chips, the production company, publishing on the book side and on the music side. You got everything going, and you got writing out, girlfriend. So tell me about writing. You said it was an adult thing. I mean, how did you feel when you wrote it, though?
Yeah, I felt good. I mean, like the song, like it came. Actually, it was my daughter's father, who's a producer. He sent me his song, and I was like, oh. And then I started writing, and I was like, yo, I need to use this because I got a vision for the song. And that's normally how I work. I don't really like to be, and that's another reason why I like being an independent artist, because I hate to be pressured into, you need to do this, you need to do that. I want to feel it. You know what I mean? So I'm listening, and automatically I just was like, oh, I'm riding. Hey, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, I'm going to write to that. So I said, oh, I need to make it like have some metaphors to it. So yeah, I'm in the car, I'm riding, but if I switch it up and make it the adult version, okay, now we talk about something else. So I said, yeah, I'm going to talk about this, but it's going to sound like I'm talking about a car, but I'm not really talking about a car, right? So I actually love the song. I did it. The whole thing is so funny. And this is why I like to work like this. 45 minutes, the song was done. Meaning, as I'm driving, I got the hook. Oh, this is an easy hook. Oh, I got the words. Pulled in my driveway, wrote it real quick. I have a studio in my house. So I called my husband. We had a quick little meeting with a realtor. Did the meeting. Went right downstairs in my basement, and I'm talking about I recorded the song. The song was done and over with. So I'm talking about written, recorded the whole 9 yards. I sent it off to my daughter's father. I said, boom. If I could use that beat, I want it, mix it, master it. I gave him a little something to do that. And there we have it. I didn't have to pay for the beat. It was quick 45 minutes. I loved every moment of it. And I got a remix coming out with somebody on that joint called Lot Picasso. So I'm excited about it, and I had a great time doing it.
Awesome. That is so good. I know how it feels, girl. I know how it feels. It's just such a satisfying feeling to actually do something so quickly from beginning to end, but yet it's quick, but it's awesome.
Yes.
It's on point. It's on point. And sometimes it just comes like that. It just comes like that. I'm so happy to have you on the show, girl.
I'm happy to be here.
It's just so wonderful to have you here, girlfriend. And Riding is on all streaming platforms. You guys can get that. We're going to put that information in the description box below so that you can get that easily. And you can also hit her up on her Instagram, which is Ladi Miz, as well as her website, ladimiz.com. Okay. I mean, it's easy. It's simple. And I want to thank you again, girlfriend. Do you have any suggestions for those people out there that are coming up after us, and after you for the music business? Because like you said, it can be a girl. I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm just going to be nice.
Yes. So I know, trust me. The suggestions I have, well, first and foremost, I like to remind people that I do have a book called Indie Artist Struggle. And it's a very short book. You're like, what is this? Like 80 something pages. And what I'm doing is talking about, you can learn a lot from that book. I'm talking about a lot of the things that I experienced, what I went through, and what I learned along the way. So I'm not saying that I know everything, because I do not, right? There's always going to be something that we don't know. But for the things that I do know, I wanted to share it with other people. So I have that available. You can get that on Amazon. You can order it directly from there. But the advice that I would give to people who are artists, now I'm not saying that you have to do this, but I found that it worked for me. Being in the music industry is an oversaturated industry. I mean, you got everybody everywhere that's doing it. And even though I love it, because I'm one of them people, there's so many people putting out music that how are they going to even find you? You know what I mean? So what are you going to do to make yourself stand out from what everybody else is doing? Okay, what you got to do is start focusing on you as a brand and not just as an artist. So what makes you stand out? What makes me stand out when people hear me? How many people you know have their own potato chips? All right, a lot of people are artists, and guess what? We do podcasts. Everybody got a podcast now too, right? So that's oversaturated, right? So I host. I have my podcast. I do my books. I have my publishing company, right? I still write music. I mentor. I teach people about credit. I do so much. But what it all represents is my brand. My brand is Ladi Miz. That's what I want people to know about me, is that I am the brand and I do those things, right? Those are just a part of what I do, but it's not everything. Okay. So a lot of the advice that I would give to people is to focus on creating a brand for yourself and make sure that no matter what the situation is, you understand that you are creating business relationships with people, and you have to always represent yourself in a professional manner, okay? Because people will always remember how you made them feel, because I know I do. I remember those who didn't give me a chance. I remember those who treated me as if I was beneath them. And it's funny because as time go on, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but I'm going to keep it real. For if I felt like I was here and everybody else did, and I know some people that was here, but look, guess what? Now I'm here, or even here, right? But I learned that even if I get to that level, to still never look down on anyone else. What they say, you can birds fly high, but you still got to come down to eat. Whatever the case may be, I forget how it is, but whatever that saying is, you still got to come down to eat. So you have to remember, never treat anybody that's beneath you, and don't get too how can I put this? Big-headed, right? I've seen a lot of people who get a little bit of like attention, and all of a sudden they start thinking they made it and start treating everybody else like they beneath them and they're better than them, and they don't even realize that you ain't even made it yet. And you don't even know like what's the outcome is gonna be. You might get humbled and have to go right back to that same person that you just tried to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to curse because I don't want this your platform.
Yeah. No. You go, girl. You go, girl. You speaking it. You just keep going. I've been there.
Yes.
I hate that.
I seen people do it to me. Like, they think, oh, I got a little bit of shine. I got a few likes. Like people can't buy likes. People buying likes and people buying freaking followers, and this whole industry is freaking fake, right? So the whole thing is, I'm looking at a lot of people, and they respect the wrong things. They respect fakeness. They don't respect the real. So when you're looking at that, I pay attention to people who act funny. If they act funny style, and I look and I be like, wow, they don't even know they're not even that close to making it. And when they start to act like that and think that they got a chance, I always know I'm gonna be seeing them again. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You again. Yep. You'll be seeing me again. We gonna see.
So I mean,
the point is, I'm sorry, but the point is, never ever look down on anyone because you think that you are climbing up the ladder. Okay, you never know, that person might get a big break, and then it might take them all the way there. Then they're going to remember you and how you made them feel. So treat everyone equally. If it's a pod, like I tell people all day, I don't care if the podcast got 100 people or 2 people, you're going to get Ladi Miz the same no matter what the situation is. I don't care if it's just me and the other person. I'm going to just be me, and it's going to always be that. I'm never going to be like, well, it's not that me. Like I know people that's like that. I don't like it. You're going to get me, the raw, real deal every time. I don't care if it's 0, 1, 2, or 1,000. It's always going to be me.
My mom always said, she said, you're going to meet the same people going up that you meet going down.
Amen.
Now, I know another person that said, hey, that ladder isn't tall enough for you not to be away from my hands. I can still reach your behind. Come back down here. You're like, look, I can still reach your feet. What you talking about?
Okay.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, no, you're right. You're totally right. And I've been subject to those kind of, treatments. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. But yeah, so same thing. We're on the same industry, and literally you can't stay up there that long. You're gonna have to come back down. Like you said, you're gonna have to come back down to eat. And ladders do break, darling, and they do need repairing sometimes. So you know that too. Oh my gosh. But thank you so much, Lady Miz. I would love to have you back on when you have more music or your next book or whatever the case may be.
Sure, absolutely. I would love to come back on. So I just want to remind people again that my music is on all streaming platforms. You guys could check that out. And anybody that's having a hard time with achieving a goal or just any type of having trouble with their own accountability, I do have another book out that I wrote. And this is such another short book. I realize people like short books. 30-day manifestation, right? So this is transformation and purpose. All this book is just a little journal, and inside of it, it just kind of like help you to they say it takes 30 days to like form a habit or to complete something. So that's what that book is going to help you do. That's also available on Amazon as well. And again, guys, check me out, ladimiz.com. I spell lady with an I, so it's LADIMIZ. Make sure y'all go to my website, check out everything that I do, and look out. I have other things coming that I'm working on, where I'm producing a documentary and some short films. So I have a lot that I'm working on. So to stay connected, definitely follow me on Instagram and go to my website and subscribe there so you can stay in tune to what I got going on.
I got a lot of work to do, y'all. I gotta go. She got no potato chips. I don't want no potato chips though. I mean, everybody has their own journey. I don't buy off nobody. If potato chips was your thing, you want a potato chip, girl, get to do your potato chip.
But I want to do more than chips, though. This is not the only thing. Like I want to do drinks, and I have so many different things because I want a different line of products.
Gotcha.
So chips is just the start of it, but it's not the ending of it. You know what I mean?
I hear you. And you know what? I'm telling you. Keep going. You're inspiration to me and many, many, many others who are just coming up on your heels, as they say. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys got to go check out Riding. It is on all streaming platforms as well as Instagram, Ladi Miz. And we're going to actually have all that information in the description box below so that you guys can go ahead and find all of her books and her chips and her music and everything else. And I'm just saying, the girl is just multifaceted. She's just she's got everything. I wouldn't be surprised if she came out with I would actually, you know what? I would actually wear your clothes, girl.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you said that because I'm working on it.
I figured it.
Little by little.
I figured it. Go figure, guys. Keep in contact with ladimiz.com. You don't want to miss it. LADIMIZ.com. Go there and check it out, y'all. Until next time, guys, don't forget to dare to be different and just be different, okay? Just be you. All right. Ladi Miz, don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.